It's Wednesday, December 11th, 2013. Good morning, I'm forecaster Mark Spencer from NeoWeather.com. It'll be cloudy today with clipper snow moving through the area throughout the day. We also have very cold temperatures coming for your Thursday, and is more snow expected for the weekend. Get all the details and much more starting right now. We have a weak clipper system moving across the lower Great Lakes this morning. It's exiting the Chicago region and now starting to work its way into Ohio this morning. We're also looking at lake effect snow on the NeoWeather 3D Max Doppler radar from pretty much Buffalo on all the way up into western and upstate New York there. And we're also tracking some very, very cold air coming down into the northern and even parts of the central plains. We're talking about single-digit temperatures and, yes, even some very low negative readings. How about 20 below near Bismarck, North Dakota this morning? That is frigid, and we're going to get a piece of this cold air starting tomorrow, and we're also going to see some cold air going into next week too. Fortunately, no negative numbers, but we're going to be talking about maybe highs not getting out of the teens tomorrow. We'll take a look at the 7-day in just a moment. If you're looking for warm weather, Florida's the place to be this morning. Look at this, 50s, even 70s, near 80 near Miami this morning at 9 o'clock. These are the only warm place in the continental United States right now. Otherwise, temperatures well below average just about everywhere. Let's take a closer look at home this morning here. You can see just some light snow starting to overspread pretty much west of Cleveland. And we're not really expecting much snow here. I'm only expecting a coating, maybe upwards of an inch in a few locations, but that's going to be hard-pressed to get. It's just going to pretty much be a nice more or less good-looking snow out there, if you will. Temperatures you can see across the area, 20 in Cleveland, 19 Ashtabula, Youngstown, and Ravenna. We're also looking at 18 in Akron, Canton, and Mansfield, 19 at Dover, New Philadelphia, in the cold spot right now, 16 at Worcester. And temperatures are only going to get a few degrees higher. We're only talking about low 20s for highs. If you look down towards Cincinnati, you can see some temperatures in the single digits this morning. We could be dealing with that tomorrow morning in a few spots and again on Friday morning. So some very cold air coming, and we'll also be dealing with some lake effect on and off here before the next system affects our area. If you're traveling up towards Buffalo today on I-90, look at this very strong band of snow from Dunkirk on up towards pretty much Canandaigua. A very intense band of lake effect snow. So if you're going to be traveling I-90, you'll want to be very, very careful as you head towards the Buffalo area today. Our high yesterday was 28 degrees to low 20. Our average high is 39 degrees, a full 11 degrees above where we were yesterday. The average low 28. Our record high is 64. No precipitation for yesterday. We have 2.2 inches of snow for the month and just under 38 inches of total precipitation, just a hair above average. Sunrise is at 7:43 a.m. and sunset at 4:57 p.m. Now we do have some lake effect snow to talk about. Really not a huge significance. The clipper snow coming through is really only going to bring less than an inch of snow across the area. There is a lake effect snow advisory. It runs through 4 a.m. Thursday morning for Ashtabula County, which is really where we're expecting the higher snowfall totals. 4 to possibly even as locally as much as 7 inches of snow across that area through tomorrow evening. 2 to 4 otherwise across much of Lake Geauga and northern Trumbull County. And then just outside of that, I think generally an inch or less is going to fall there. Just depends how the band's set up. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, again, not expecting a significant event. However, if you're going to be traveling I-90, especially eastbound up towards New York, it could be a slow go, especially after you get outside of Ohio and north of Erie, getting up towards Dunkirk and Buffalo. They're dealing with some very significant lake effect snow, or they could be measuring snow in feet. So be careful if you're traveling that way. Our forecast for today for northeastern Ohio features cold temperatures and then some light snow through much of the day, the high 23. Winds will be out of the southwest about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They will shift more westerly later in the day. We'll start your morning off cold, mostly cloudy, 16 at 7 a.m. up to 19 by 11 a.m. with light snow across the area. And we're going to hang on to that snow through much of the day with highs in the low 20s. Overnight tonight, boy, we really get cold as we drop to around 10, 11 above. Winds will be out of the west-northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour. And that's going to prompt some lake effect snow through midnight. It's going to come to an end, and then we're going to develop a few snow showers again towards daybreak, and that will be in the form of lake effect as well. Now for your Thursday, we're talking about temperatures only getting into the upper teens. 18 lake effect snow, otherwise frigid. A cold night in store, then 10, maybe even single digits outside of town with mainly cloudy skies as drier air begins to work in. We're going to go with mostly cloudy for your Friday, a little warmer, 31 as we get a southerly fetch in the wind. But then we're going to deal with a system moving up the Ohio River Valley Friday night into Saturday and Saturday night. That's going to bring some snow at least to start. It could also bring a mix of precipitation south of I-76. You'll want to stay right here to neoweather.com for the very latest on that system. Your high Saturday, 32 degrees. Snow possible Saturday night before it ends, but then we're going to develop some lake effect snow again on Sunday behind that, 25. Very cold Sunday night with the very cold air mass setting across the area. We'll be talking about lows in the single digits. We'll go with 9 for now. Stay tuned for the latest. As we get into next week, some lake effect snow possible on Monday, 22. Another weak clipper system hits the area on Tuesday, and 31 degrees.